All right, here we go. The news and you. Prepper perspective. What's in the news and how it does or can affect you. And this is for December 15th. Premiers push Ottawa to build northern infrastructure. So the premiers of the northern provinces, they want Ottawa to take some of the money, potentially, count it towards defense spending for our NATO target of 2% of GDP, and use that to build infrastructure in the north. Now, while critical mineral development, transportation, all of this stuff are important, got to start with defense. Now, I know it might be a chicken and egg type of thing where if you don't have the infrastructure there, it's tougher to get defense. But if we're going to start with a military base or to put that money towards our bases, I think we should start with that. Let some of the industries, the critical mineral and oil and gas industries, help with some of that infrastructure if it's going to be for towns and things like that, more of those hubs. It's all important. And it's good ideas to see how we can use and meet our targets and get as much bang for the buck as we can. So make everything serve more than one purpose. From A to mayor, A to meh. Pride and attachment to country in Canada declines. The percent of people that are very proud to be Canadian has dropped from 78% to 34% since 1985. The article goes on to say that new Canadian feeling of pride hinges on them being provided a good quality of living. Now, hopefully, that means that it's not just provide for you, but that you have the opportunity, should you make it of yourself, for a good quality of living. Not it just, oh, if things are given to me, regardless of which sector you're in or where you're from, that's what it hinges on. Older Canadians express more pride than younger Canadians. Lower income earners were less proud than higher. Now, again, when I first heard this, I thought, does that hinge back to the new Canadian feeling, where if things aren't being provided for you, or if there's less of a social net or social supports for low income or new immigrants, does that make you less proud to be Canadian? Interesting to think about that, anyways. Whatever the case, we need to support and be proud of Canada. You're either staying here for a reason or you've come here for a reason. So hopefully it's for a good reason, but let's be proud of that. Bring the good or keep the good, leave or get rid of the bad, and be Canadian first. I always am curious when I hear the, whatever club, wherever you're from, whatever group, wherever your country of origin, quite often it's that country first and then Canadian. Well, let's start with Canadian first and then have, let's get some pride back. It's great, a great country, and let's be proud of it. Alberta lays track for passenger rail renaissance. This article talked about the long term vision for lines connecting Edmonton to Calgary, major centers to tourist destinations in the mountains. So, Calgary to Banff, Jasper, city centers to their airports. That's always something that's shocked me is the passenger rail, the C train line in Calgary does not go to the airport or international airport. So my thoughts on this is a good thing. It can't come soon enough, in my opinion, for a variety of reasons. If we had high-speed rail connecting Calgary to Edmonton via Red Deer and have these connections in place, that would spur investment. You'd have more job opportunities. It'd be better for the environment. Get cars off the road. People could work while they're commuting to work, so you wouldn't have wasted time. You could make the most effective use of your time. It would help expand the economies of the whole province. Again, it would bring investors to the province, and it would make everybody's lives better and help the environment. So it's wins all around. And it would create jobs both for the construction of the lines, the ongoing maintenance and operation of the lines, and business in all the cities involved. Rail built the country, and it can kickstart a rebuild of local first, national, start locally, but then nationally. Let's think about that. Let's bring industry and things back here. Let's get infrastructure built up. We've been neglecting our infrastructure for too long. British departure means uncertain future for Suffield military base. Now, that was the title. The article went on to say it's not really a departure, more just a renegotiation of the use of that. Now, Suffield is a big military base. used for training, very heavily in training, as is Cold Lake, but Suffield as well. And my thoughts on this: putting some of our NATO commitment dollars into maintaining and enhancing the Suffield training use would benefit all NATO partners. There's especially the British that come here. If they want to do training where you need, laser weapon training or tank training where you need lots of space to do this kind of stuff, this is a great facility for it. Let's enhance that. Let's be world-class training facility. If we put money into it and attract our NATO partners, it would benefit everyone. It would benefit the local economy. The article went on to say there's, a local pizza shop that's closed, lack of use. It's been there for 30, 40 years. So it would benefit the local economy, the provincial economy, indirectly in the national economy. It would benefit all of our partners. We'd get to train together, and we'd have better militaries all around, strengthen our own military. We should stand up some of our own forces and enhance that at Suffield. If we're going to get ready to fight, and if we aren't going to get ready to fight, we better be good trainers. So isn't that generally what Canada says? Well, we're not helping the Ukraine, but we'll help train the Ukrainian soldiers, or we'll provide training for that. Or as the joke goes, those that can do, and those that can't or won't teach. So not that our military is not capable, it's more of the political will to do and engage. So Alberta can and should, I think, lead the way for Canadian military might. Just like our brothers and sisters in the States and in the military all around the place. So I think we need to be stronger in that. And it would help us on a lot of fronts if we had a strong military, Alberta-based, because again, I'm going to start locally. So I look at defense, I look at training, being physically prepared myself, being ready to fight if need be myself, and then my community, then my province is next, right? And then my country. So I'm proud of my homestead. I'm proud of my community, very proud of Alberta, proud of Canada. So I like to step it up that way. So again, outside of the community, the next step is provincially. And I think we should have a stronger military. We could use it for help with lots of things: flooding, fires, disaster relief and assistance. There's lots of things we can do, infrastructure projects, lots of things we can do with that if we had a strong military. That's it for today. I hope you liked it. Share it, and hopefully you see value and subscribe. Thanks very much.